You like that? You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Jordan Love. And if you've been on my Twitter, you know that I think that Jordan Love right now is the hottest quarterback in football. Now, that doesn't mean that he's the best quarterback, but I don't think you can say anybody is playing better than him right now. And when we get into the pre-draft process, I'll start to talk a little bit more about Caleb Williams. Now, I don't think that they are a comp. I don't think that they're similar. But the way that Jordan Love is playing right now kind of reminds me of what I feel when I'm watching Caleb Williams play at the college level. It's almost like he's in total control of everything that's going on. And that, it's almost like he's an artist, just putting a brush stroke on the canvas and letting it see what happens. I do have a comp for Jordan Love in this draft. We'll talk a little bit more about that once we get into draft season. But let's just watch this film right here, okay? So this is week 18. This is the last week of the season. And they were playing in this game against the Bears, fighting for their playoff lives. And so this play right here was really interesting to me. It's a throwaway play that you're not going to see on any highlight reels because it didn't end up being a completion. But this is just next level stuff from Jordan Love right here, okay? So on this play, he thinks that they're in zone coverage, I think, because he makes this check over here, pre-snap, if we look. Right, he signals out to the receivers, and I think that he thinks this is zone. So he's calling for this flood concept, but it looks like man-to-man coverage to me. All of these DBs and linebackers are locking on to one receiver in the area, so I think that this is man-to-man coverage, okay? So Love is reading this out, and if you're running a flood concept against man, nobody is going to get open. So he gets to the top of the drop, nobody's open, but he doesn't panic. And then this is like just the instinct and feel for the game piece. He's starting to feel the rush climbing, and they're starting to get past him, right? When you're rushing the quarterback, you don't want to get past the quarterback like this, but he feels it, escapes the pocket. The next piece here is if it's man-to-man coverage and it's scramble drill, his receiver, Dobbs, is going to run away from leverage, so he knows that. He rolls right, throws left, and puts his ball on a rope. Accurately, right on the face mask of Dubs, but Dubs drops the pass. This is incredible. So I'm just going to run it one time so that you can just see the play here, because this is beautiful football. All right, drops back. There's nobody open. Gets out of the pocket. Throws it across his body. You are not supposed to do that, but very accurate pass. Really impressive stuff here, and we'll be able to see it from the tight, right? He signals out to his receivers. Drops back to pass. Flood concept, it's not there. Looks back. The rush is climbing past him. Gets out the pocket. Throws across his body. Puts it right on Dubs. This is an incredible pass. Wish that this guy can hold on to it. All right. So now we're going to fast forward to the wild card round of the playoffs. Okay. And so this looks kind of like it's man-to-man coverage pre-snap. So we got this double A-gap look here. And then you've got Stephon Gilmore in here on the slot. So usually if you're doing that and the corner is here, it's going to be man-to-man coverage. And so looking at this, it looks like the safety is in the middle of the field, but I think that this is cover 2. I think this is too high, and I think that they're aligned this way because it's a 3-by-1 formation. You can see it's 3-by-1, and there's a nub tight end, right? A tight end that's tight to the formation. So they're not worried about him. They're going to shift their zone over. So it kind of looks like it's single high, but I think that this is cover 2. And you'll see, too, this guy, he drops out underneath. So it's almost like a sim pressure here, a creeper here. And so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath defenders and 2 deep. So I think this is cover 2. And that puts Gilmore in a position that he's not normally in. This is normally a linebacker being a whole match defender. And I've talked about this a lot on the channel. This whole match defender, his responsibility is to carry number 3 vertical up the seam up to 18 yards, though. He's supposed to cut him loose, but since he's not used to being in this position, he carries it and runs across the field with him, vacating his zone. So offensively, they're running this dagger concept here. So you get a post with a dig behind it, right? So you get this in breaker with a dig in behind it. And since he has vacated his zone, wide open in the middle of the field. And so if we look at Jordan Love here, okay, we go back to the beginning of the play and we look at Jordan Love. It's empty. He drops back to pass. You got this game going on here, this stunt. So he gets a little flustered and starts to leave the pocket. But then he bounces back inside the pocket, gets his feet set. Got a defender barreling down on him. Hit as he throws, puts it on him. Big completion. So we'll see it from the tight here. So he vacates the pocket, but then he comes back, gets smoked, but still puts it where? Right on the face mask. Accurate pass. Impressive stuff here to be able to read that out and get the ball to where it's supposed to go. So on this play here, they're running this slant slide concept here. And so you're going to get a slant from the outside receiver and a slide from the running back. And so Love is going to read this defender here. If this defender ends up going to the outside and covering the flat route, he knows he's got leverage on the slant. If he stays in, then he can throw it to the flat, and then it's one-on-one with a corner out here. So Love patiently reads this. Look at the footwork. Look at the feet. We always talk about the quarterback's feet on this channel. Look at the feet. Gets to the top of the drop. No wasted movement. Throws the ball accurately. And he reads this defender here. Defender widens with the flat route. And then watch the anticipation at the top of the drop. This window is not open, but he's already throwing the ball. That just shows you he has an innate feel for everything that's going on. There's no wasted motion, no wasted movement, just putting the ball on his guy in the red zone. Big completion. So see it from the tight here. You can see from the stripe of the helmet, he's reading this defender here. And the second his momentum goes to the outside, there's no wasted movement. Puts that ball on a rope accurately to his receiver, Dobbs. Big completion. All right, last play here. So on this one, he's under center. His under center footwork, even though he's in like year 3 or year 4 or something like that, it's not as clean as C.J. Stroud's, but he gets the job done here. So we got single high safety look here, middle field close, split flow play action, drops back, and so this concept here, we got this post corner route against man-to-man coverage. This is a really good route by Dobbs to put the brakes on, get back to the outside. Safety's in the middle of the field, so there's no way that he's going to be able to make a play on this ball. And then let's watch the anticipation in the footwork from Love. Not the cleanest under center footwork, but look at the anticipation. Prepared to throw before he even breaks as he gets smoked by a defender. Big completion. And then we'll see it again from the tight here. Love drops. So look, the footwork is not super clean, right? He almost bangs into the running back. I think part of that too is that he's the back is aborting a fake because he sees that this defender is getting loose, so he wants to help. But either way, doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect and clean when you could throw it with a guy in your face like this. Big completion. So, to me, Jordan Love is the hottest quarterback in football, but he is going to be going up against one of the most brutal defenses in all the NFL this weekend in the divisional round against the San Francisco 49ers. If he can beat the 49ers in San Francisco, I think you could stamp the Packers' ticket to the Super Bowl. I'm going to say it right now. I'm not saying that they are going to win the game, but if they do win the game, book it. They're going to the Super Bowl. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. So as always, you know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.